Hey Vision, it's Dan O, the drummer in your house band. I sure miss seeing all your smiling faces every Sunday. I'm just taking a minute out from the festivities behind me here to say that we will be back together again very soon. And before I jump back into this medieval painting, because in medieval times, you know, there were no such thing as pandemics, I just would like to introduce now the Celebration Singers.
This is the day that God has made. I will rejoice. This is the time to celebrate. Lift up every voice. Enter this moment as God's own heart. Standing with joy in the truth of who we are. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. This is the day that God has made. I will rejoice. This is the time to celebrate. Lift up every voice. Enter this moment as God's own heart. Standing with joy in the truth of who we are. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to Vision Sunday Celebration. Love having you here. We have a special day designed just for you in mind. But first, what we do all the time before we do anything else is that we pray in. So please join me in prayer. I give great thanks for this day. I give great thanks for life itself, knowing God is all there is. And each one of us an out picturing an individualized expression of the one life of God. There is only one energy. That is the energy that beats our hearts, breathes our breath, digests our food, but it's the same energy that has set the planets in their orbits, that burns the sun with that bright white light, that has created galaxies and solar systems across the expanse of the universe. That same energy that continues to create, continue to outpicture all of life everywhere is the same energy within our hearts. The outermost God and the innermost God are one God. We give great thanks for this, and we come together this delightful Sunday morning to remember who we are, to remember for ourselves, and to remember for each other that there is one life. It is God. It is whole, perfect, and complete. It is our life right here and right now. And so it is. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you. How are you doing this beautiful Sunday morning? This is graduation weekend, isn't it? I know if you have graduates, this is the weekend for all of those virtual graduates. I'm sure you've been sitting in front of the computer for hours and hours. My daughter and my son-in-law graduated USC this past weekend with their master's degrees, and I know SDSU is having their graduation ceremony virtually. I guess all universities and colleges across the country are having their virtual commencement ceremonies. And so get in front of your computers and watch your children or your nieces or nephews or grandchildren as they graduate in a way that I don't think we have ever seen it before. This will absolutely be something for at least my graduates to tell their children in the future. This is an amazing time to be alive. And I welcome you here to share in that, because we are coming to you virtually, right? This is a virtual Sunday celebration. I miss you all not being in the room. I miss your energy. I miss your smiles. And more than anything else, I miss your hugs, right? Don't you miss the hugs? That's just the part I think that I miss the most. Anyway, I know that we have Vision members tuning in. I know we probably have guests, and we have people who are just tuning in for the first time. I want you to know that Vision is a center for spiritual living. We are here as part of the international affiliation of Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide. We are founded by Reverend Ernest Holmes. He's the founder of our faith tradition, and he said this. He said, "We are surrounded by a power and a presence in the universe, that it is greater than we are, and we can use it," and we absolutely can. And what I would add to that is, and it can use us. We are the outlets for the power, the presence, the love, the joy, the harmony of spirit to flow into the world through us. I want to tell you a little bit about our online practitioners page. That's the place to go to get prayer support. We have a prayer request form online. Please use it. If you are tuning in today with anything on your heart, just know that we have practitioners standing by who will absolutely pray with you. There's a practitioner page with phone numbers. You can call a practitioner and get one-on-one prayer over the phone. You can leave a prayer request on our website, and you can ask for a return call or an emailed prayer back. However you would like to be served in prayer, we are here to serve you. Please take advantage of it. I know at this time there's so much on our minds. So much is new and different and just absolutely unusual about life. So please take advantage of that. Get prayer support. It is a wonderful way to serve yourself, and to allow our practitioners to pray for you is allowing them to live the calling on their heart, which is to pray. So please do that. Take advantage of that. Say, what else can I tell you? We have a welcome that we always say to greet our guests and to remind our members. So let's say it together right here, right now. You ready? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. What an absolutely wonderful thing to know. You are safe and you are loved, and you're absolutely welcome here all the time. So now I'm going to turn it over to our celebration singers, who are going to lead us in a centering song to prepare for meditation. Take it away, singers.
God is breathing me. God is beating my heart. God is breathing me. God is breathing me. God is beating my heart. God is breathing me. God is my breath with every word that I say. God is my life this day. I am breathing God. I am beating God's heart. I am breathing God. I am breathing God. I am beating God's heart. I am breathing God. I am God's breath with every word that I say. I am God's life this day. I am breathing me. God is beating my heart. God is
Good morning. My name is NAPOLI, and I am a licensed spiritual counselor here at Vision. And I have a couple of quotes here, and then we'll go into a silent time for meditation. And at the end of that, I will do a prayer treatment. So our first quote is, "Awareness is like the sun. When it shines on things, they're transformed." And that's from Thich Nhat Hanh. The second one is from our founder, Ernest Holmes. "The belief of the one praying sets in motion the law of love, which is the fundamental law of the universe." moving into the silence, I know that there is one mind, one source, one God, one power. And I also know that I am one with that mind, with that power. And each and every one of us is an individualized expression of that one mind. And I know for all of us that we are experiencing an amazing time right now, that we are given the opportunity to reprioritize, to look at exactly who we want to be, who we want to associate with, how we want to think. We are choosing the higher ground. We are choosing peace. We are choosing joy. We are choosing love. We are choosing health. And we are knowing that we are safe, secure, healthy, loved. We are joyful. We are abundance. We are all of the qualities of God within us. And we are so given this opportunity to grow and to develop ourselves and to go inward and to recognize ourselves as our God selves. I know this to be true. I know that each and every one of us is growing, is learning, is experiencing love and connection in a way that we have never experienced before. That we are recognizing right here, right now, that we are truly loved, that we are valued, that we are important, that we matter. And I am so grateful for knowing all of this, that all of our good is here right now, that God is in the middle of everything always. There is no place where God is not. And we can relax and allow all of the good to come to us in all ways. And I am grateful for knowing that this is so, that the law will not let it be otherwise. And I release this word into the law by saying, and so it is. And now we have the pleasure of enjoying Faith Rivera and her great music this morning.
Hi, Vision CSL. I'm so happy to be here with you and to share a song about the cosmic truth of you, child of this universe. I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother Earth. I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have a light for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time. Every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on a tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God moving through me. Oh, yes, I am a child of this universe. Through my breath, all of life can bring. I plant the seeds with my every dream. I can love at every turn. Give a kiss one with Father Time, to every blade of grass, to every shaking leaf on a tree, to every mountain top, I sing of the glory of God moving through all, moving as me, moving as you and you and you, moving, moving as all.
Good morning. So, we are talking about listening to our heart this month. And we started the month off with, and the beat goes on. See what I did there? Isn't that clever? Yeah. Heartbeat. Okay. And last week we talked about listen to your mom because it was Mother's Day. And we talked about the Divine Mother. And so today I'd like to talk about what's on your mind. Because you know it's all connected, right? And so when we say what's on your mind, it can mean several things, really. What's on your mind, like right now in the moment? What are you thinking about, right? But it can also mean what's on your mind, like what's weighing on you, right? What are your concerns? And I think lately, we have a lot on our mind, don't we? I mean, with everything that's going on in the world, in the country, you know, with our health and the virus, I think we have a lot on our minds lately, a lot that's weighing on us, you know, from social distancing to mask wearing, to sheltering at home, to the loss of income, from missing people that we usually see on a regular basis, to trying to stay healthy. We have a lot on our minds right now. And don't forget the murder hornets. Oh my God, they're coming, right? That's like something else they had to just let us know was going to be happening soon. And oh yeah, don't forget, it's an election year, so we have something else that's on our minds. And I don't know, what about the algae bloom that's stinking up the coast right now in San Diego, you know? But we're not allowed to go to the beach anyway, so does it really matter, you know? We have all this kind of stuff that's weighing on us, right? The layoffs and the loss of health insurance and the protests about wearing the masks or about staying home. Wow. There is a lot going on. There is a lot on our minds. Having trouble sleeping? Yeah, no wonder, right? It's no wonder. There are things on our minds, but what can we expect, right? What can we expect? We think about these things. And the reason why we think about them, I think even more, is because we're always asked, what's on your mind? Just like I did, right? Hey, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Very rarely are we asked, how's your heart feeling about this, right? Very rarely. We don't have those conversations with people. What is your heart doing right now? You know, because we are creatures of both. Ernest Holmes, in Words That Heal Today, said this: the intellect and the heart must go hand in hand. And it is the truth. You know, the law, as Ernest Holmes described it, the universal subjective mind, that aspect of spirit that he called the law, is the doingness. It is subjective. All it does is make a way possible. All it does. And that's everything, right? It takes direction from love. And it makes a form. It makes a mold of that idea. And then it outpictures it in form. The law, as Ernest Holmes referred to it, is a doer. It is a bloodless thing. It has no feeling. It has no judgment. It has no thought. It is purely mechanical. It's like if you have a brilliant idea, right? Something for people. And your idea you create in your mind first, and then you make a model of it, right? And then you work out the bugs. And then you build a machine to mass manufacture your little widget. Well, and then the machine cranks out the widgets, right? Without thinking what it's creating. The machine doesn't ask, the machine doesn't judge, the machine doesn't evaluate, it just produces. And that's very similar to the aspect of the law. It is the love that is a thing of feeling. It is the drive, it is the desire, it is the feeling thing in our hearts, in our guts that want to express life and express it more abundantly and express it more lively and express it happily. The love is the warmth and the color, but it is the law that makes it possible. And Ernest Holmes, in a practitioner training class, he addressed the class in 1958. He said this: "We are not here to get saved. We are not lost. We are not here to glorify God. God hasn't much run out of material. We are here to express that which is. And that is what accounts for all of our inward feelings, the ones everyone has, nebulous, incoherent at times, sometimes way near the surface than at other times. But that steady persistence back of all things, that urge to live, to sing, to dance, to express life, to create. That's why we're here. That's a thing of warmth and of color and imagination. We are here to feel. We are attracted to some things. We resonate with some things. We resonate with some things and not with other things. That comes from within us. Uniquely individualized expressions of spirit. So we move toward some things we're attracted to, and we move away from other things that we're not attracted to. Some of us are attracted to science, some to music, others to art, or to building, or creating sculpture. Think of all the things that you are attracted to create. Each of us is attracted to different things, and we gravitate toward those things that excite us, what we love. Then we make it manifest in some form or another. But it all starts with feeling. We are drawn to some things and not others. Then the intellect begins to figure out a creative outlet for that thing that we're attracted to. And what is that creative outlet? God knows. God knows. And when we stay out of the how, which is what we're supposed to do in affirmative prayer, we stay out of the how. We just affirm the feeling and the desire for the outlet, and then Spirit takes over. We stay out of the how. We are given away. We are given away. I loved dressing up when I was little. I mean, not like, big lady clothes, but I mean dressing up. I'm talking costumes. I loved making costumes. And as a young woman, I just continued to love that. I wanted to be Edith Head when I grew up, really, honestly. I would watch the Oscars just to see if she won the Oscar for Best Costuming. And she did. She won many, many years. I think 8 Oscars for costuming. I loved it. I loved the design. I loved the drama. I loved the big elaborate costuming. I loved designing stuff, not everyday clothes to wear, not that kind of stuff, but this kind of stuff, big, feathers and stuff. Costumes, period pieces, stuff like that. Now, I never went into the business. I was never attracted to it in that way, right? It never became a profession. But that creative outlet would not be denied. Just would not be denied. And, and as a mother, man, could I make Halloween costumes. Oh, big and dramatic things every year I made for the kids. One year I remember one of my sons was a train. You remember Thomas the Tank Engine? Yeah, I made an entire train. It was amazing. Anyway, it was the creative outlet. It was the thing that I just loved doing. And you see, we do it in different ways. When they got to high school and they got roles in the high school plays, yep, I was the one dressing the actors. Because love points the way. Love points the way. It was a creative urge within me, and it had to be let out, right? The intellect organizes, rationalizes, and figures things out. But it doesn't get us there. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, in the subjective world, there must be a correspondent of everything in the objective world. And since the subjective is a receptive or plastic substance, this correspondence can find its initial starting point only in real intelligence. Therefore, intelligence is the ultimate creative energy, creative agency of the universe. So our mind is a point, right, in universal intelligence. It is our use of divine mind. But universal intelligence is much greater than our use of it. This is why we are encouraged to declare our truth, but leave out the detail, right? Ernest Holmes said, don't be detailing. We pray, we affirm, we visualize the fulfillment of our desires, our love, our bliss, but we're told not to limit spirit. The idea of truth is a small part of the universal expanse of divine mind and the infinite possibilities available to us through the divine creative process. This is why we don't want to limit our affirmative prayers. This or greater, right? Haven't you heard practitioners, when they've prayed for you on your behalf, would say something like this or better? You know, I might think the be-all and end-all of my desire to create costumes must be fulfilled only through going to work at a movie studio or, something like that. However, there was another outlet for my creative costume juices that was way more fulfilling to me, and that was through my children, right? So the feelings provide color and context. The intellect provides thoughts, words, and ideas. And the law, the subjective aspect of the universal intelligence, goes to work creating that correspondence, a manifestation in the physical world. And they must work together. We must align ourselves. We must create that balance and integrate the head and the heart, the idea, the cold facts, and the intuitive desires and emotions. They have to work together. Ernest Holmes said, all is love, yet all is law. And he said this in the Science of Mind textbook. He said, we live in a universe of love as well as a universe of law. One is the complement of the other. The universe of love is pulsating with feeling, with emotion. And the universe of law is the executor of that feeling and all of that emotion. To the extent that we can embody, believe, and demonstrate is how much we get to experience. That is why it is so important in our spiritual practice to spend time in meditation, to spend time in contemplation, to spend time in the quiet, to expand our consciousness, to expand our idea, our feeling of what is possible for us in the world, right? We spend time in that consciousness of contemplation and meditation, and we can think about, what are we worth? What is our worth? What is our worth? And we know that as an outpicturing of spirit, we are priceless, right? We are an outpicturing of the divine life of God, which means we are heir to all the good in the universe. That it is ours to accept, but we must grow our consciousness to the point where we can say yes yes to the gift, right? What do we deserve? Well, we deserve all the good there is. That's what Ernest Holmes said. We deserve all the good that life has to offer. But it is up to us to grow our consciousness to the point where we can accept the gift, where we can say yes with no doubt, with no fear, and just know that it is ours, that the divine gift has been given all along, that Spirit is forever giving to its creations, and we are that. What are we capable of having? As much as we can believe, embody, demonstrate. That's what we can have. Our heart awakens us to our desires. Is that true? Yes. Our heart awakens us to our desires, the things we're attracted to, our loves, the things that resonate with us. Our intellect brings understanding to those attractions, ways to achieve, directions to look towards, steps to take, positive possibilities to explore. And when we have clarity, our prayers provide the point of manifestation for the law to use to demonstrate. And we need all of it. We need all of it to manifest the life we desire. It's never an either-or proposition, right? This month we're talking about the heart. All month long we're talking about the heart. And of course, that's where everything begins. But the intellect must make sense of the feelings. It must bring thoughts and words to represent those feelings. And it must provide direction for us to move to, because that's the whole part of affirmative prayer, is the treat part, which was the affirmative prayer part, and move your feet, which means we move closer. We say yes. We absolutely open ourselves up to the divine demonstration flowing into manifestation in our lives and around us. That's ours to do. That's ours to do. And it's never either or. It's always both and. But we're the people of both and, right? So you can understand that. Ernest Holmes said this again in that practitioner training class of 1958. He said this: "Let us identify ourselves with the son-daughtership, with that presence and with that power. For all power there is, and all presence there is, and all life that there is love, the living Spirit Almighty. And all the good that there is here in this room, the only heaven we shall ever know. Behold, the kingdom of God is here. Looking long and steadfastly at the rose, we see its beauty. The turbulence of the wind and the wave, we feel its strength. The softness of a raindrop on our face, we feel the caress of the infinite. And in the silence of the desert, a voice speaks. This is God, my beloved child. We are that. And that is the truth of us. We are that. We are an outpicturing of the divine life, heir to all the good in the universe. It is up to us to grow our consciousness so that we can accept the gift. Thank you so much.
So happy to be here with you again, Vision CSL. I'm going to share a new song from my new album. It's my 11th album release. It's called Rise. And this song for you is called Free, Happy, and Light. And it's the debut, the live debut. On the recording, it's an EDM pop song. But here for you, it will be an organic, hopefully bright and bubbly song. So here we go. Free, Happy, and Light. Hello sun and bright blue sky, got a feeling this day is gonna be fine, so fine. Pretty birdies and butterflies fireflies, so beautiful, everything's so alive. I'm gonna bloom where I am planted like flowers in a garden. Seasons change, people change, and I can't do. Let me be brand new, get in the flow. It's time to grow like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. It's time to fly free, happy and light. Now life is lit up so colorful, got rainbows dancing in my eyes. It's so bright. I let the sun kiss me head to toe. I'm fresh, I'm golden here in the light. I'm gonna bloom where I planted like flowers in a garden. Seasons change, people change, and I can't do. Let me be brand new, get in the flow. It's time to grow like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. It's time to fly free, happy and light. Free, happy and light. You can sing with me. Free, happy and light. Sing it again. We're free, happy and light. Last time. We're free, happy and light. I'm breaking through. Let me be brand new. Get in the flow. It's time to grow like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. I'm breaking through. Let me be brand new. Get in the flow. It's time to grow like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. It's time to fly free, happy and light.
We are so grateful for Faith Rivera just sending us some wonderful music all the way from Hawaii. Thank you so much. We look forward to having you again on our Sunday celebrations. It was lovely. So now it's time for our conscious circulation. This is our opportunity to give back to our place of spiritual nourishment. And if Vision is that for you, if you're tuning in here to get that spiritual boost for the day, this is the appropriate place for your donations. And I cannot express to you how much it means to us right now during this time. You know, your donations, your checks, and your online gifts and tithes coming in is just helping us keep going, keep doing what we're doing here at Vision, providing this celebration, providing the daily uplifts, providing a place where we can continue to connect heart to heart through this virtual transmission. And so your donations right now are especially important, and we so value them and appreciate and are grateful for everything that everyone is giving at this time. So if you are a dedicated tither, if you're sending a check in, if you tithe automatically online, just bring that forward in your mind. Remember that gift you are giving in love and in joy, and put your hands over your heart right now and know that this is God in action. That spirit is energy, and money is energy, and all of it is God in action. What we know is that God is abundance, and we are that. And we know and accept that that is limitless, that there is no limit to the energy which is spirit. And that energy, in whatever form it shows up, whether heartbeats or breaths or money or dollars, or love or joy, all of that energy is limitless. And so we know we stand in the river of God's abundance. We accept gratefully. We give graciously. We continue to be in that cycle of giving and receiving, that cycle of eternal return, knowing that God is forever giving to its creations, and we are that. With love, with thanksgiving, and with great gratitude, we simply let it be. And so it is.
I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. That one in omnipresent spirit, the source of all supply. My trust in power without limit, my consciousness held high. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I give in conscious circulation. I step into the flow. My good and boundless demonstration. Through faith I let it grow. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful.
Thank you. Thank you for taking this opportunity to give to Vision and to support this ministry and allowing us to do what we love doing, and that is supporting you. So see how that works? I love it. I just understand that Faith Rivera is online right now watching our celebration this morning. Hi, Faith. I love that you tuned in, and we so loved your music. So thank you. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out. This is our time for the demonstration of answered prayer. We call the Miracle Minute. And we've been asking you to send in your Miracle Minutes, send in your demonstrations of answered prayer onto our website, or info@visioncsl.com, or wherever. That's it. info@visioncsl.com. And let us know so that we can then tell our members and tell our guests about how prayer changes our lives. So we did get one in this week from our member Keith French, who lives in Oklahoma, and he said he went into the bank because he was having some upset with a bank card and nothing worked. The card didn't work. The secret code didn't work. Nothing worked. And so he went in and he called, and they said, well, come into a bank branch. And he said he can't because he lives in Oklahoma now. And then he wound up having a lovely conversation with the woman, and it turns out that her dad lives like right across the street or down the road from him, and they had a lovely time. She fixed all of his problems online. He didn't have to come all the way to San Diego to fix his card and his bank account, and what a lovely demonstration that is. And maybe he met a new friend, too, in Oklahoma. I love it. Thank you for sending that in, Keith. I really appreciate it. Love to you. We miss you like we miss everyone who is not here at the moment, but glad you're here virtually. And now you know what time it is, everybody. It is time for The Last Word by Johnny Kirko.
Here's Johnny. I needed to say that just because I miss you guys so darn much. Hi, everybody. So, right after service today, 11 o'clock, within about 5 minutes, we have a Zoom room. We're calling it the Vision Virtual Meet and Greet. So last week we did it for the first time, and I actually got prayer myself. So the way it works is you go into the Zoom room, and Paul Hemmerling right this very second has a link right on your Facebook page, or you can go to the email I sent you yesterday. There's a link in there. All you got to do is click the link, and it'll bring you right into it. If you need the password and username, it's right in that email as well. But you go into the room, it's just a bunch of us saying hi, and if you want prayer, we have practitioners as well. So join us in right now. We'll wait till we're done. We still have songs and affirmations to do, so don't leave yet. God, I love you guys. Uplifts. So we're continuing to do the uplifts. Reverend Patti Paris is still rocking these things. Every single day we bring to you an uplift in the middle of the day. And as a matter of fact, last week we heard from Ernest Holmes too. That was pretty interesting and pretty cool. So, but Reverend Patti is continuing that every day, Monday through Saturday, 1 o'clock Pacific time. Join us for that. And I know we have a couple of special guests this week as well. Reverend Jean Phillips has a class starting up. It's called The Art of Uncertainty. She's starting on Monday, June 8th, and there's you can sign up on the website, and you can sign up as well as pay for the class and all that kind of stuff. We'll be doing that as a Zoom room as well, so join us for that class, and then we have some other ones coming up too, so we'll keep you guys abreast of what's going on. We talked about donations. Thank you very much for continuing to donate to Vision. We appreciate that. We love you. We thank you. We know that the stimulus check challenge was going through. A lot of you supported that, and thank you for that, and also for your tithes. We appreciate it. Go to the website. Donations on the top left side of the page. You'll see a button there, donations. It'll tell you all kinds of different ways to help support Vision. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next week, Reverend Patti Paris will be back. Her talk title is The Heart Knows. The Heart Knows. I thought it was this week, The Heart Knows. But next week is The Heart Knows. And we have a special singer, Mr. Peter Mayer, will be with us. Love Peter Mayer. I can't believe. And how about Faith Rivera today, huh? She was amazing. And that was her debut on the second song there. So just amazing. Faith, we love you. Thank you very much. We'll have you back soon. Thanks, guys.
So now it is time for our affirmations. I know they're up on the screen someplace. I think you've got them right. We're going to, actually, stand up. Everybody at home, just stand up, because we're going to ground in those affirmations. We're going to stand in the truth of them. We're going to know them as truth for ourselves. That's what makes affirmations so powerful, so positive, so life-affirming, and so passionate, and so present tense, that they absolutely outpicture as change in our lives because of it. So let's say our affirmations together. Are you with me? Are you going to say it? You're going to say it out loud? Even if there's nobody in the room, doesn't matter. Okay, let's do this thing. The energy of the universe is within me. Joy is my natural state. I am down to earth and divinely connected. You love them? Don't you love them? They are absolutely positively powerful and purposeful. And we're going to say number 2 again. You ready? Okay. Joy is my natural state. Absolutely. Just take that within you right now as we move into prayer for the final time this morning, and know that God is all there is. Knowing joy is a quality of God. It is a quality of us. It is that thing within us that expresses out. We can't hold it down. We can't hold it in. We can't put a lid on it. It is our natural state of being. Joy for our life, joy for the livingness, joy for the world, for the planet, joy for the footfalls on the earth, on the grass, on the green, soft grass, joy for the air that we breathe in, joy for the sun that warms our skin and the water that quenches our thirst, just joy for every aspect of living, because we know that that is God. That is God in form. We know everything in the manifest universe is an outpicturing of God with all the God qualities in it. So we give great thanks for this. We know life is a gift. We know life is precious. We know we are that. And so it is. Amen. Thank you for being here.
Every day of my life, bless, 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 bless.